What's up, everybody? It's April Dawn. I'm here to do my Underground Season 2, Episode 7, Heart of Glass review. What's up, everybody? Y'all, I just got over like a big sickness. I was sick for like half this week. I still don't really feel that great, but I'm here. I'm back in the game. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about this episode. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. This episode was very hard to watch. Like, it was extremely difficult to watch. There was sometimes when I literally picked up my phone and was on Facebook because my nerves was so bad. I missed some of the details because to watch Rosalie get tortured and to watch everybody put themselves right back in danger, right back where they did not want to be. It's like the worst nightmare happened. Okay, pretty much the worst nightmare that could happen to everybody pretty much happened on this episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off. So I'm just gonna go storyline by storyline. So let's start off with Cato since he was at the beginning. Now, Cato is Patty Cannon has taken over his home and taken over. So at the beginning, they're torturing him, putting him through different types of torture. Patty has this way with men. You know, it's interesting that some of the things that she did to Cato, she also did to August when she was trying to lull him back into it. Now, obviously, she didn't torture him, but, you know, the shaving of the face and, you know, the way she negotiates with the men, she kind of trying to break Cato down and then sit him down and let him, you know, rearrange the deal with him. So they shaved off his eyebrows. They shaved his head. They beat him up. They did some type of water torture where they put a stocking over his face and poured the water. So basically, all this is in effect to break him so that he will do whatever Patty wants him to do. Now, we all know Cato cannot be broken. So it's basically what he tell her, like, girl, you is not going to be able to break me. Stop it. Okay? And so she says, but we will be able to break your girl. So they talking about Desi, because don't forget, Desi got caught up in the middle of everything when Francis tried to bring her down, you know. Anyway, so she negotiates with him a new deal that she wants to catch freed slaves. Not free slaves, free people. People that's just free, child. And they're going to sell free people into slavery. Now, as I told y'all on another review, I looked up Patty Cannon. She is absolutely a real person, and she absolutely sold free people into slavery and just used misidentification as her excuse, which she eventually got in trouble for. And one of my, I can't remember what the reviewer said. I'm sorry, person who told me what happened to Patty Cannon. I can't remember if she got killed in jail. Something happened to her. She died. And she didn't kill herself, okay? So she got killed or murdered or something like that. But basically, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So however way she got it how she lived, okay? That's what we say in New Orleans, you get it how you live, baby, okay? So she got it how she lived eventually. So this absolutely did happen in real life to real people. Imagine being born free, being born in Pennsylvania. Just say your mama ran to freedom and you was born in Pennsylvania. You've never been a slave. You don't even know what that feels like. And you go to the spa one day and somebody start talking to you and they snatch you and stick you in 12 years of slave, child. I can't. Was that the 12 years of slave man in the spa? It was. Was it him? Oh, Lord. So anyway, Cato was out here catching free people, and they do a little prank on him. Basically, she said, you know, he just as dumb as any of these other ones. He think he cosmopolitan or whatever, but, you know, she give him a gun. Now, if any of y'all ever seen Life, my favorite movie in the world, okay, one of my favorite movies in the world, he said, when he say, boss, give him that gun, well, boss, you know, you didn't give me that gun because I'm liable to shoot you with it. Okay, don't give me no gun because I'm going to shoot you with it. And so that's exactly what he did. He turned around and tried to shoot them, and she sold the bullet. He just is dumb. I'm not going to give you no gun with no bullet in it or whatever. So she made him look stupid, and he felt bad. So this is the thing about Cato. Cato has an ego thing, and this is what got him in trouble. The reason you came back to America is because you're trying to, you know, redeem yourself or get rid of this demon that you have on you, because it's like he got so much hurt and he got so much pain, he just has to find a way to work it out. But he decided to come all the way back to America to do that, which he didn't have to do. So now you back in America, you putting yourself right back in danger, right back in this atmosphere, right back in, you know, everything that you said you want to be out of. And it's like Cato has this thing where, like, he was doing the most, you know, like, I'm giving you money, and like I said, how you just walking around and you escaped slavery, you just walking around like, hey, it's all good, telling people your name, giving out money, you high tooting and faluting, you know these people. And you just walking around like you have no problems, like you don't have no worries, like you're not still a black man. Okay, I think he had forgot that maybe a little bit, or maybe he was trying to forget that. And, you know, he has swiftly been reminded. And the thing about Cato is he don't take too well. I mean, it don't take too much for him to turn evil. Like, I love Cato, but it don't take a whole lot for him to be a horrible person. Okay, so like, I don't know. Like, he done moving right along. I went on a tangent, y'all, but after that, basically, he catches a free man that's in a spa together. He starts talking to the man, and, you know, he catch the man. The man say, well, I'm free. He says, nobody's free. And that's it. So, you know, now we know he all on board. Later on in the episode, Desi comes to visit him in a little tent, or, you know, they drop off in the tent, basically, and he tells her what's going on. You know, I have to catch free men for them, you know, 30 for me and 30 for you. And she says, you know, so you basically giving up people, you know, you selling people into bondage for me or whatever. If it was, you know, what would you do? I mean, if it was you, but it's for you, it doesn't matter. That man didn't exist before today, you know, and all. She was like, it does matter. If it was me, yes, I would sell myself into slavery to save 30 people. I would do that. So at the end of the episode, we see that Cato, when she comes out, she said, the number is 60. And she says, no, remember, 59. And he says, no, 28. So he sold her into slavery. So this has solidified, because the only reason he did that is because she told him, all this time I thought you were trying to fight bad things, you know, that you used to do, and you're just a bad man. So I think that at that moment, she lost faith in Cato, and he lost faith in himself for a minute. He was just like, forget it. I'm just about to sell you into slavery, and you know, don't worry about it. If you don't care about me, you think I'm so bad, I'm about to show you bad. You know what I'm saying? So for me, Cato has this like immatureness to him. He have like this ego thing that's going to prevent him from ever getting to where he want to be, because he can't be humble. He cannot be, you know, he can't be appreciative of what he have and just let the past go. That's what he cannot let the past go. That's his problem. He's forever living in that pain and that hurt, and he keeps putting himself back in that situation. Maybe he think he deserve it because all of the horrible things he's done. I'm not exactly sure. Is it an Ernestine thing? Like, I deserve to be doing this horrible thing because I'm a horrible person. Maybe I should just go ahead and just be horrible. I'm not exactly sure where they're going with the Cato storyline, but I feel like this season he's like the heart and soul of our show. That's how I feel. Okay, I want to hear what you guys think about it, but I really feel like this season Cato is the heart and soul of Underground, because he is the one who is really breaking his character down to the white meat, you know, and I mean going through, you know, different classes and having money. Like Noah and Rosalie, they going through a lot, but they're slaves and they're former slaves. You know, they escaping and they going back. That's their storyline. But Cato has had a broader storyline. He has been overseas. He's had a lot of money. He's mingled with Frederick Douglass and all these important people. So, you know, he's really went up and really fell really far down really quickly. So, but my thing is, with all the contacts and the people you know and the money you have, so you just let these people just take over. There's no way you can contact nobody. There's no way, well, I guess you can't pick up the phone and call nobody. So I don't know, you know, so I don't know what they're going to do with it. So moving right along, we're on to Ernestine, Clara, and Master. Now, baby, Clara done got beside herself this week, hunty. Okay, so she comes to Ernestine. Clara is walking around like Queen Diva, honey. She is walking around like Beyonce sitting on the throne. I don't even think she walking around like, who is she walking around like? She walking around like Mariah Carey, like some I don't know her ass type stuff, okay? I don't know her, okay? What's that? I don't know her. She on some I don't know her type stuff. So she walking around like, baby, she on a higher plane than Ernestine, because she is wearing Master Matthew. Baby, she is working that thing on him. You understand me? She putting that island twirl on it. You feel me? She putting that Rihanna, that word. He said me happy, word. He see me do me, da. Yes, God. She putting that thing on him, because Master do whatever she say do. Next thing we know, they running up, they throwing all the drugs off the island. Anybody who get caught with the drugs is gonna get killed. They gonna get beat up or whatever. So she got rid of all the drugs. You like, okay, well, maybe she using her powers for good, you know, but no, she get Hicks beat up. Okay, Hicks was a bad guy, and he has this thing on his head. It's like a medieval torture thing. I forgot the name of it, y'all, but they used it in all the medieval movies. It's like a bird cage on your head with some spikes sticking out. Child, they put the thing on his head and beat him up, so he looking crazy, but he a bad guy, so maybe, you know, not that big of a deal, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So anyway, Ernestine sees her and she like, look, you know, she tries to warn Clara, look, don't do that, girl. Don't start killing people. I know, girl, you're gonna live with that for the rest of your life. Do not start killing people. I know you think you got some power and vengeance. You know, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That's all I got to say. So anybody, y'all seen Green leave last night, he said anybody who try to do it for him gonna find themselves up in a ditch. And I promise you, most of the time that's how it happened. When you try to take stuff into your own hands, it's not gonna work. Clara has forgot. I done got ahead of myself. Anyway, she asked her to make a poison. First, she asked her first. And Ernestine said, I'm not gonna make you no poison. Then she warns her, you know, about killing people. And she says, bitch, you gonna make the poison. Okay? Now, because I told Master he gonna send you to the mainland because you know, you've been working a long time. But I could tell him something else. Okay? So what you gonna do is you gonna make me that poison. Or I got something for you. Oh. But Ernestine was like, oh, okay, bitch. Okay? All right. Oh, okay. That's how you gonna act right now? Oh, for real? So she like, all right. I see what it is. Okay, so we all know that Ernestine is 3 steps ahead of everybody else, honey. We already know this. So she creeps up to Master later on and is like, Master, you know, do you love her? And he says, I don't know. At first, he like, I don't know. You know, well, if you love her, if you care about her, you know, she about to make a mistake that she don't need to make. You know, talk to her and tell her, you know, she's going to make this mistake or whatever. And so Master Matthew strikes me as sort of a young guy. Is he the master's son or is he the master? The daddy died or something? I'm confused. Is he like the master or he just like the master's son? I'm confused about that part. So somebody help me out with that. But, because, I mean, he's telling people to do stuff and they're doing it. So maybe his dad is older. His dad has passed away and now he's taking over. I'm not exactly sure how that worked. I didn't know he was that young. But I was under the impression that he was the master's son. But maybe I'm tripping, okay? Because he is walking around telling everybody what to do. So even though he's the master's son, maybe he still runs the day-to-day, you know, on the plantation. I'm not sure how that works. Somebody let me know. If you know, let me know in the comments. But she's you know, walking around. Well, Ernestine tells Master, you know, help out, give us some advice or whatever. So later on, Clara calls her into the, you know, the house, and she tells her, you know, I was talking to Master the other day and he told me some words. You know, she told her I have to thank you for some things too. And baby, she was laying on that couch, honey, like Beyonce. Now, that time she was laying like Beyonce. Like she was in the house when everybody was outside in Lemonade. Everybody was outside sitting in the tree. She was sitting in the house like, bitch, I've been outside my whole life. I'm finna sit in, I ain't sitting in no damn tree. I'm finna sit on this couch and drink this tea. Okay? That's what I'm about to do. So she got smart. I mean, even to the point where she got an attitude with one of the slaves came over there, was serving her like she was the mistress, honey. She's sitting on that couch. And the thing about Clara is, I know everybody was watching the show the same way I was. Like, girl, you about to get knocked so far down off this pedestal, girl. You ain't even gonna know what hit you, girl. Ooh, it's gonna be bad for you. Ooh, it's gonna be bad, girl. It's gonna be bad, girl. Because she just done got beside herself like, girl, you been screwing this man for 3 weeks. Girl, you acting whole brand new. So anyway, they sitting up there talking. She give her some old fake, you know, like, oh, you know, if this wouldn't have happened, that wouldn't have happened, you know, and I wouldn't have had, so I had you to thank for this. So, you know, they start drinking a little cocktail or whatever. And the slave came in there and was like, you know, something is missing. She was like, oh, just tell him I drunk it. It's not going to matter. So she getting the attitude with the girl, Ernestine, like the girl gonna get in trouble. You know, so she already getting the attitude and snapping that. She acting like she done lost it, y'all. She done went crazy. She done got that white pea and lost her mind. Okay, anyway. So she drinking the potion, and in my mind it's flashing back to, bitch, she finna poison you like Pearly Mae, because she kept staring at her while she was drinking the thing, and Ernestine was like, you know, taking it, and she did that. You know, she did that drunk like that, like, they got some garlic powder now. I got some Tony Saturday. I put that in. Rosemary. That's rosemary right there. Yeah, that's what she did there around her mouth. And she knew what it was. Ernestine, you know, and basically she says, Clara says to her that, you knew I wanted him dead. You knew that. And you went and talked to the master. But you know, and the master did tell me those words, but he also told me he loved me. So I'm going to let him know that you're making trouble, or, you know, the end of your life finna come. You know, check yourself, because you about to get killed, girl. The end of your life is coming real quick, sister, homie, honey, okay? And Ernestine was like, look, bitch, okay? I've been making cocktails. I've been making cocktails for my master for many, many years, but I never thought to add lemon water and thyme to it. Like, boo, this don't even affect me, girl. Don't you know I'm a drug addict, girl? I'm a stone cold drug addict, girl. I be pouring the drugs in the baths. Girl, this ain't nothing. She said, you are old blood, girl. You old blood, but it ain't gonna be mine, boo. Boop, not today. Not me, boo. Not me, honey. I was like, you tried it. Okay, you tried it, Clara, but not today, boo. So as we know, Ernestine went on back to the crib. She got all her stuff together. She the one who stole the bourbon or whatever the slave was asking Clara about. She's the one who stole it. She made a deal with somebody down at the docks to get, on a boat to go somewhere. So Ernestine out. By the time Clara is laying in the bed with Master telling him, she gonna run, she this, she that, she this, the other. They going to get her to hang her or kill her. She gone. She already gone. But guess who she ran into right when she hit that Union land, child? Augustine. So I don't know if Augustine in the meantime, in between time, has gone to Macon and asked about her and found out where she was or whatever the case may be. But they done ran into each other and now she done got caught again. So she's in a precarious situation. So now we with Noah and Rosalie. So Noah and Rosalie probably have the saddest, most heartbreaking story to me because Noah has found out that Rosalie is pregnant, guys, and in the most awful, most horrible way that you can find out. So they're still on their journey down to Macon. They have made it all the way to Georgia. They hooked up with Tommy from Power, okay, with Frog Leg Jack or whatever his name is, and they kidnapped him and basically used him as a ruse to get into the plantation, or to get close to the plantation, and they want him to come to her. Or they waiting for Ernestine's mom to come out so they can talk to her. So what happens is Cora comes out. I think it's Cora. Cora comes out, or somebody else comes. It might not be Cora. Somebody comes out the house, and and Rosalie notices that that's not Ernestine, and she has Ernestine keys. So she knows something is wrong. She knows, what's up. So she like, let me go and find out what's going on. And Noah is urging her to stop being so emotional and to think and strategize before you just do stuff. Okay, so not knowing that she's pregnant. Now she got pregnancy brain going on too, I'm sure. So, she's a little bit more emotional because she really loves her mother and wants to get to her mother. Now, I can see through this whole episode, Noah is like, this is some bullshit. Like, on his forehead, in his eyes, behind his eyes, I see this plan is some bullshit, and you know it. This is some bullshit, girl. But I love you, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this attempt for you. So they down there, they hook up. He makes her stay in the cabin, that's away from the plantation. And he goes and gets Cora. Cora is a slave from season 1. She was a house slave, the one they couldn't really trust. She always had something smart to say. They was going back and forth or whatever. She wasn't a major character. She didn't have a storyline plot or anything. But she decides she ready to go too. So she comes out there with them, and she's giving them the gossip, telling back and forth. Now Journey is feeling some type of way. I mean, she had a straight attitude, okay? This episode is, she was not here for it. She was like, I do not trust you. And she was like, why is she here? So she's making the plan to get James at least. She finds out that Ernestine has been sold. They have it where she's been sold is in that green book that's inside of the house. I forgot where Cora said it was now, but it's inside of the house. And so they decide that they're going to get James. So they arrange to wait till the middle of the night for Cora to come back after dinner, and they was gonna go and do, to go and get him and then leave in the middle of the night. But Cora never came back. So Rosalie thought that maybe Cora got compromised. She told him or whatever, and Noah told her to stay there, do not leave, and that he went back. Or no, I'm lying. So they make that plan together, and they say, okay, he's like, we're not going anywhere until you tell me what the plan is. And this my thing. She's saying the plan, you can tell on her face, she didn't think of no plan. It wasn't no damn plan, okay? It wasn't no plan. She was just trying to get the brother back because she said, well, I'm going to get my brother, I'm going to get James, and you're going to get whatever he had to get, and I'm going to meet you back at the shed. She said, okay. He said, okay, but when he said, okay, he was like, yeah, like, okay, this is not going to work. So they snuck back in the house. They got in. Some kind of way Noah ends up under the bed where Overseer is, okay? Overseer guy that tried to rape Rosalie. Because she found out he was still alive too, because she thought she had killed him. But he is end up under the bed. That's when I was looking at the phone because it's making my nerves bad. He was under the bed. He was under the bed, and Rosalie went to get James, and when she went to wake up James has now been brainwashed. He been housebroken, y'all, basically. And so he starts screaming for help because she finds out that James has been taken back into the big house. She's his favorite. Or he's her favorite. He's Miss Suzanne's favorite. He's about to get a pony. So he like, girl, I'm not trying to go run through the woods with you, girl. I'm about to get this pony. Everything is great. So he's screaming for help. This has thrown some hairs into the plan. So Rosalie has gotten caught. So I don't know. She ran. It seemed to me like she ran. And by the time Noah got back to the shed, she was in the shed. And Bill, is it Bill? What's his name, y'all? The overseer man. He was about to brand her, and right before he brands her, and I know with the shotgun in between the planks, you know, trying to shoot them or whatever, and right as he's about to brand her, she says, wait, I'm with child, and she opens up and they see her belly, and then the man said, that don't make no difference, and he brand her anyway, y'all, and that's how the episode went off. I was like, it was heart-wrenching to watch Desi get up, him send Desi into slavery. She's not even American, y'all. She's a beautiful Indian English woman, and you know they're not gonna do nothing but rape her, rape her, rape her, rape her, and rape her, and rape her. If she lucky, she may get into a situation where she can be with a master and just be in the house. If she lucky. And that's not no luck, because you're still getting raped for the rest of your life. You're going to be raped and you're going to be owned by another person. How could he do that? How could he do that? That is horrible. Clara, girl, you going to fall so high, fall so far from that pedestal you think you sitting on, girl. I feel bad for you already, even though you get sporty, because I know, girl, the fall ain't going to be no joke. Okay? Because it only took you half a second to turn on your daddy. Because I forgot there was a part where her dad came to her to say if he wanted to see what was true. And she didn't have a point about it. You ain't never asked me, was I okay? You never asked me how I felt. All you was worried about who the daddy was. And the only thing you need to be telling me is thank you, because I got rid of the drugs or whatever. And so you can tell that her family ties are going to be severed. But guess what? When she gets sporty with that white boy, or that white boy want to do something, he can't because he with her, or people find out he got her all up in the house. Okay? And she end up bad across the head, she gonna have to come back to them same people she talk stupid to, she talk greasy to, okay? So I have a feeling in my spirit, deep down, that she gonna get her comeuppance, and it's not gonna be good for nobody. Okay, Ernestine gonna get out. I feel like Ernestine, Noah, now we saw the previews, and they're gonna be right back into our worst nightmare. Well, Rosalie is in the house, and she got her clothes on. James is saying, why did you come back? So I feel like, you know, she's not going to be there for long, first of all, because she's had a taste of freedom. And you know she's not going to stay there for long. So you know she got a game plan going. Noah is going to kill. Hopefully he'll kill this. Oh, I can't stand this overseer. Just kill him. Bill O'Reilly, whatever his name is, child. Get rid of him. So we want him to die. We ready for him to die. So Noah can kill him next week and get his wife and his baby, okay? Because we ain't got time for this. And James, look, James, you better come, or you gonna get left. Period. You better come. Come on, James. Don't do that. So, it was really good this week. It was, ooh, y'all. It was rough. We got 4 more episodes. 3 more episodes. 3. So we'll see what happens. Just leave your likes, comments. Leave your comments below. Let me get myself together. Leave your comments below, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share my video with your friends. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.